Chapter 1. Waking in Whiskers. The sun barely pierced the thick canopy of the dark forest surrounding the castle of Nixvale, casting eerie shadows that danced across the ground. The morning mist clung to the underbrush like a delicate shroud, veiling the secrets it held. Amongst the gnarled roots and whispering leaves, a small form emerged, its soft white fur blending seamlessly with the pale fog. Shiro, as he had taken to calling himself, shook off the remnants of sleep, his golden eyes glittering with curiosity beneath the morning light. Arata Kinoshita, now trapped in the body of a fluffy white cat, had spent the previous night curled up in a warm nook of Kuroyami's grand chamber. The Demon Lord's castle was a fortress of shadows and mystery, but this particular corner felt oddly comforting. And yet, as the enormity of his situation sank in, the comfort was overshadowed by confusion and frustration. How had he ended up here? Why as a cat? In the chaotic scalpel of his thoughts, all he could achieve was an indistinct blend of memories from his old life woven through the new instincts of his feline form. He stretched, arching his back and extending his front paws like a true cat, and yet, invariably, he was reminded of the human he used to be. The soft sound of footsteps echoed through the castle's hallowed halls, drawing Shiro's attention as he darted towards the source. Kuroyami, draped in his intricate black robe, strode through the corridor, the fabric whispering against the ancient stone walls. He looked every bit the part of a looming figure shrouded in mystery, yet as Shiro approached, he noticed the slight wariness in the set of Kuroyami's broad shoulders. With a flick of his tail, Shiro fashioned himself into a persona that melded playful curiosity with an unshakable loyalty. He hopped to the ground, his fluffy paws silent as he padded over to Kuroyami's feet, mewing softly in a gentle call for attention. The Demon Lord paused, looking down at the white cat that had inexplicably entered his life, a flicker of warmth briefly cutting through the despair etched on his face. Picking Shiro up delicately, Kuroyami cradled him in the crook of his arm. "You're an unexpected companion," he murmured. His voice was deep and resonant, carrying the weight of centuries suffused with sadness, a moment of comfort amidst the darkness. From his nestled position, Shiro purred. The sound bubbled up instinctively, a remnant of his past mingling with the essence of his new reality. Here was Kuroyami misunderstood, burdened by the tales spun around him, genuine and in need of companionship, just as Shiro needed a purpose. Perched against Kuroyami's chest, warmth radiated from the Demon Lord, echoing an unspoken bond that began to take root between them. Kuroyami stepped forward, his fingers brushing against Shiro's soft fur absent-mindedly as he moved deeper into the castle. They traversed grand halls with high ceilings adorned with intricate carvings, silent sentinels of history that a flicker of understanding ignited within him, urging him to break from his own contemplations. He needed to help Kuroyami to unveil the truth obscured by fear and rumor. "Mao," Shiro intoned, a sound filled with intent, hoping to capture Kuroyami's attention. Kuroyami's gaze fell to him, a smile tugging fleetingly at the corners of his lips. "Indeed, my loyal companion, you are right, as you always seem to be. Let us embark upon a quest of discovery. It may not just reveal my past, but perhaps yours as well." With an uncharacteristic lightness, Kuroyami turned from the balcony, making his way back inside the castle. Shiro, emboldened by the bond that began to weave between them, hopped down and scampered ahead, the sound of his paws pattering against the stone flooring, a cheerful contrast to the somber atmosphere of the castle. Around a corner, they encountered a grand library, its towering shelves filled with countless tomes and scrolls that whispered secrets of the ages. As Kuroyami entered, he exhaled a breath of nostalgia and longing, and Shiro found his own feline intuition leading him to a low-sitting table littered with ancient grimoires. "Tales long forgotten lie within these pages," Kuroyami mused as he settled beside Shiro. The darkness of the library was comforting, ever the reminder of the knowledge hidden behind closed doors. Shiro jumped onto the table, his claws gently grazing against a weathered leather-bound book as he probed his surroundings for anything that might offer clarity about their fates. Kuroyami opened a tome, its pages yellowed with age and filled with complex, looping scripts that seemed to snap and crackle with hidden potential. "Stories of the Abyssal Heart," he began, his fingers tracing the delicate illustrations within. a legend tied to my existence, one that. An unnatural noise emanated from the depths of the library, cutting Kuroyami off mid-sentence and vibrating through the air like a warning. Shiro's ears perked, instinctively recognizing the disturbance, a tumult of energy that was far too close for comfort. What was that? Shiro's body tensed, body language awash with feline instinct. Kuroyami stood abruptly, shifting into a defensive stance, his staff appearing in hand with a flick of his wrist. "It seems the shadows have decided to spill forth from their corners," he stated, the deep timbre of his voice laced with resolve. "I feared as much." Shiro instinctively braced himself, feeling the swirl of magic resonate around him. The undisputed bond he shared with Kuroyami simultaneously instilled both courage and concern. His golden eyes, sparkling with the glimmer of determination, glided across the towering shelves, searching for the source of the torment. A sudden crash reverberated through the library, the sound of bookshelves rattling, and then silence blossomed, heavy and foreboding. As the dust settled once more, Shiro felt Kuroyami's power strengthen, a protection that enveloped them both. There, deep within the woods and entrenched in the myths of the abyssal heart, secrets would unfurl, and destinies would intertwine, forever binding the misunderstood demon lord and the curious cat in their quest for understanding, redemption, and perhaps more. Together, they would navigate the winding paths of both shadow and light, unraveling the fates that would shape their world and discover the threads of their shared legacy. The adventure had only just begun, and both Arata and Kuroyami could feel the weight of destiny beneath their paws.